area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome to Barry, Illinois Western High School, the site of this postseason matchup between the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves and the Liberty Lady Eagles. Mark Fronick, April Fronick here at the ballpark, and another day, another great postseason matchup as these two teams met earlier in the season, a 2-1 ball game with Pleasant Hill coming out on top, but Liberty, the higher seed in this tournament, coming in with a record of 22-5, while the Lady Wolves are 15-9 on the season. We'll tell you about that earlier matchup and how these teams got here as we start the pregame for you next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Cellular Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. Open every day 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service specializes in all things plumbing, from repairs and professional installations to detailed camera inspections and new home construction. Their expert team has you covered. Experience quality plumbing done right. Call Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service today at 573-719-9474.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
And welcome back to Barry and Western High School and this matchup between the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves and the Liberty Lady Eagles. And we talked about it in the open. These two teams have met, and it was a tight one earlier in the season. Pleasant Hill jumped out to a 1-0 lead after one. Liberty came back and tied it in the fourth inning before Pleasant Hill pulled ahead for good in the fifth inning. 2-1 victory. Ava Wombles in that game was 3 for 3 and scored both runs for the Lady Wolves.
That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Ava has a tendency to just put this team on her shoulders and run fast.
Okay, and speaking of her shoulders, her arms, she struck out 10 in that performance, allowing the one run on 3 hits, only one extra base hit. That was a double by Claire Obert, which actually she was left on base as nobody was credited with an RBI, so it was an unearned run, the one she allowed in that 2-1 ball game where Pleasant Hill comes out on top earlier in the season. But it was a tight game, and I think that's what we expect in this one.
Oh, yes. They have a great pitcher. Pleasant Hill has a great pitcher. It'd be a lot like most of the games, that when they run into a quality team, it's a lot of a pitcher's duel. Coach Lowe has pointed out before that sometimes he has to really stay on the fielders because they're content to be like, hey, Ava, go after him and strike them all out. But
well, and it's such a top-heavy lineup when you've got such a special player like Wombles leading off your order. And do you have some of the numbers for?
Oh my gosh, is their batting average? 540. She leads in almost every category. And on-base percentage, stolen bases, runs, hits, slugging. She leads all of those categories. Batting 549. Her on-base percentage is 667. She has 18 stolen bases, 36 runs, 28 hits. It's a good year for Ava, and not to take away from that.
Oh yeah, this is not a one-person army.
But you see, it's Ava McKenna, Caitlin. They go in order in every category.
Yeah, and that's the top three. So you've got to get the good start out of those three if you want to beat a team like the 22-win Liberty Eagles.
They're having a whale of a year.
And they're going to be ready for this ball game. So Pleasant
Especially
Hill,
with the loss.
Exactly. They've got revenge on their minds here this afternoon. That's an overview of this one. We'll talk about how they got to this ball game and check our keys to the game as we continue the pregame show on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Ackles Farm Market, Noah Builders, and Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with the New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
That's a terrible call. Just awful. What are you looking at, ref? That'll cost us the game. And the cost of such bad behavior by fans, coaches, and parents is often why local sports contests are being canceled because of a lack of officials. Football games are being played on Thursdays. Varsity baseball games sometimes have one ump. You can help with this national shortage of sports officials by displaying and demanding good sportsmanship. The kids are worth our best behavior.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And I think the keys for this one start in the circle for both teams. Abel Wombles, a 1.81 ERA, and that is minuscule for a high school pitcher. John comes in with a 2.81 ERA and a 17-4 record. And opponent's batting average is just .237 on the season, while opposing batters are hitting .226 against Ava Wombles in this one. So you've got two dominant pitchers.
Yes.
So the key for everyone else, the other 8 on the field, is be ready.
That's right.
Because
and it may be just that way, because nothing can be left on the table.
Yeah, so
you can't even have a late step to something.
Yeah, you've got to be on your toes and ready for whatever may happen here this afternoon. So starts in the circle, goes to the fielders, and you cannot make a mistake on the base pass in this ball game.
No, and both of these teams are good heads-up base runners, but all it takes is just that one thing, that little overconfidence or underconfidence.
We've seen it in our postseason ball games this year that base running, good base running or bad base running, can be the deciding factor between a win and a loss and you moving on or your season ending.
Right. We saw it even with Silex last night where, if you see a bobble, you can really take advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are our keys to the game. We've got the starting lineups and much more here from Western High School in Barry as we get ready for the Liberty Lady Eagles and the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves in the 1A Regional Final on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
This is Marianne Everhart with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we don't just work here, we live here. As a locally owned and operated bank, we are deeply rooted in the success of our communities. Every decision is made with our neighbors in mind, and every customer is treated like family. We take pride in supporting local businesses, helping families achieve their financial goals, and making our hometown stronger. When you bank with us, you're not just an account number, you're part of something bigger. Community State Bank of Missouri, with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance needs. Call or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starting lineups for this 1A regional final. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves. They're 15-9, coached by Ryan Lowe, and they'll lead it off at the pitcher, number 1, Ava Wombles. Then the catcher, number 33, McKenna Winchell. Shortstop bats third, number 32, Caitlin Barrowman. Then the third baseman in the cleanup spot, number 11, Ada Little. Second baseman bats fifth, number 14, Maddie Sidwell. Then the first baseman, number 8, Kate Hubbard. Designated player for tonight's ball game is number 12 and batting seventh, Abby Coy. Then the right fielder in the 8 spot, number 10, Abby Henderson. And rounding out the batting order is the center fielder, number 9, Lila Higgins. And flexing in left field is number 0, Kaylee Toohill. So again, it's Wombles, Winchell, Barrowman, Little, Sidwell, Hubbard, Coy, Henderson, and Higgins for the Lady Wolves. For the Liberty Lady Eagles, 22-5 on the season, coached by B.J. Fessler. They'll lead it off with the shortstop, number 10, Ava Hemming. Then the second baseman, number 16, Anna Dietrich. The catcher bats third, number 24, Allie Leffringhouse. And the cleanup spot is the left fielder, number 23, Andy Mixer. Then the pitcher in the 5 spot, number 22, Chandler John. Batting 6 is the first baseman, number 00, Claire Obert. Then the center fielder, number 4, Camden Ormond. And the right fielder bats seventh, number 7, Shay Ianson. And rounding out the order is the third baseman, number 20, Riley Fessler. So again, it's Hemming, Dietrich, Leffringhouse, Mixer, John Obert, Ormond, Ianson, and Fessler for the Liberty Lady Eagles, who again come into this ball game with a record of 22-5. Pleasant Hill, 15-9 on the season. The Lady Eagles, white uniforms trimmed in red, and Pleasant Hill, the familiar blue tops, pinstriped in yellow with yellow numbers and lettering.
Super sharp.
And a very classic look.
St. Louis Blues colors.
Very classic look on the other side for the Liberty Lady Eagles. This was a 2-1 ball game the first time they met. We're just about ready as the head coaches go out to meet with the umpires, 2-man crew for this ball game. They exchange the lineup cards, hand off the game balls to the home plate umpire. We'll take a break. We have much more to come. First pitch just about 7 minutes away here from Western High School. It's the 1A Regional Final on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, working with Bowling Green Clopton and Louisiana schools. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes aren't playing.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
Getting ready for the national anthem here in Bering. We'll take a break, come back. First pitch just minutes away on Eagle 102 Sports.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Gambino's Eatery in downtown Louisiana is hiring. If you enjoy kitchen, prep, and cooking, don't mind a little cleaning, and take pride in your work, we want to hear from you. We're looking for someone dependable, part-time or full-time positions available. Apply online now at gambinoseatery.com.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
It's the Illinois 1A Regional Final. The Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves, the Liberty Lady Eagles, and there's actually a lot of sports of interest around the area tonight.
That's right. We have Class 1 District 2 soccer. Ellsbury Silex, they are on a rip-roaring tear. They are state-ranked number 1. They are the top seed in that district. They are 14-2-1 for the season. Tonight at 5 o'clock they started that game, that district semifinal. They're going up against number 5 seed Principia tonight. That's taking place at Veritas Christian Academy.
There you go.
Anyway, we had a chance to have a nice long talk with Coach Chris White, and he and his wife are the ones who coach that team. Their daughter Grace, she's already committed. She's committed as a sophomore to go D1. Feels very confident. This will, if they can get to the final, this will be the third year they've made it to the championship. So, it just
have to be the favorite as the
100%
top-ranked team in the state in their class.
That's right. They're really hoping to go deep this year. Tomorrow we've got action starting at 10 in the morning. Pittsfield.
Yes, go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Class 2A, they'll be in the regional final. They're going up against top-seeded Pleasant Plains. And then at 1 o'clock, it's top-seeded West Central. They will be going against Liberty.
We are ready for softball. In the circle is Chandler John, and the first pitch of this ball game is hit deep in the center. Going back on it and at the wall, making a snow cone catch is Camden Ormond. And Wombles is robbed of a home run on the first pitch of the ball game. One pitch, one out, and we are underway in this regional championship. Wow.
Yeah.
Put a charge into that one, brings in McKenna Winchell. And the first pitch to McKenna is taken for a strike called. And an 0-1 count to Winchell, the catcher. As John rears back, this one chop foul. Giving a little wave to it was Ryan Lowe, and it's an 0-2 count.
He had a kick save and a beauty the other day. Jim Shate was sure to point it out and say that Mark would love that.
You know, of all the games we've done, I've only done one game on natural grass this week. The outfield's natural grass here at Barry Western. As that one's on the corner for strike 3. Strikeout of Winchell, and the first 2 are retired here in the top of the first inning for Pleasant Hill.
Brings up Caitlin Barrowman. She's got the third best, stats across the board. She's batting .356 this season.
And she takes a strike on the outside corner as it's a wide strike zone to start this ball game. Anything between the two batters' boxes, I think, if the height is right, will be called. And that's the first one out of the zone, as it looked like John lost the handle on that one.
That's the first pitch I've seen go wild like that for a while.
The 1-1 offering. That one's fouled. Out of play.
Oh, look out, Liv.
Near our photographer and daughter.
I was watching the ball, and then all of a sudden our kid's head popped up.
Down the right
Just in
field
time
line.
to catch it.
The 1-2 pitch. That one, late swing. And it's kicked back to the first baseman. Still a 1-ball, 2-strike count. As John battles with Caitlin Barrowman. Ate a little in the on-deck circle. That cleanup spot if the inning continues. Another 1-2. And a late swing and a miss. And a 1-2-3 inning. Pair of strikeouts for Chandler John. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Liberty coming up against Pleasant Hill on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
Hi, I'm Tara Grody with People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, Missouri. As a true community bank, we're here for you today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Looking for a new bank? We make switching easy. Keep your banking local and bank where you matter. Visit us online at OURPSB.com. People's Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green, we're not only helping kids grow stronger, we're helping grow a stronger community for the future. Pediatrician Dr. Barbara White provides the specialized care your child needs from birth through college. To schedule an appointment, call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Set the defense for Pleasant Hill in a scoreless ball game after a half inning. Kaylee Toohill is in left, Lila Higgins in center, Abby Henderson is in right, Ada Little is the third baseman, Caitlin Barrowman is at short, Maddie Sidwell at second base, Kate Hubbard over at first, McKenna Winchell behind the plate, and Abel Wombles is complete with her warm-up tosses, and we're ready for the bottom of the first inning. And Ava Hemming, the shortstop, to lead things off. Hemming, Dietrich, and Leffringhouse, the first three for the Eagles. Pleasant Hill went down in order in the first. Long fly out, followed by 2 strikeouts, and a ball on the first pitch to Hemming. The 1-0 pitch, fouled off that back wall, 1-1. Western has one of the more interesting setups. It's a almost amphitheater type design for the seating. We're in the front row, and we're, about 12 feet above the field?
Yeah.
The 1-1. That one ripped past the third baseman all the way into the corner. It may go for extra bases. Around first and into second is Hemming. She's going to try for 3. The relay not there. And a leadoff triple. And the Eagles have something going here in the bottom of the first inning. She just kept rolling. So now it's going to take some pitching from Wombles.
Well, she has it.
That was our key. Be ready. Brings in Dietrich, who takes a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Runner at third. Nobody out.
Dietrich batting .465. She leads for the Eagles.
The 0-1. Fouled back. 0-2.
Did it hit your? No,
Nope.
that's somebody else's.
That is Liberty's camera.
Yep.
Coach needs a new phone, too. He left his phone on our table
Oh,
here.
my.
There's strike 3 called. That's a big strikeout
Yeah, it is.
after the leadoff triple. 1 away, and it brings in Leffringhouse, the catcher. Where's number 24?
Leffringhouse leads in a lot of different categories.
That one is hitting the air foul, and it'll make it over the side fence.
But the one
on
where
the
she
third base side.
leads that we should be concerned about, RBIs. She has 30 of them this year.
Behind in the count, 0-1. 1 out, runner at third. Leadoff triple. Wombles next. She rears back, delivers, and a swing and a miss. Chased one over her head. 0-2. Andy Mixer on deck. That's Andy with an I. The 0-2. Took something off, got the strike 3 call on the outside corner, back-to-back. Backward Ks, looking strikeouts. But you can't let up even a little. Still a runner at third, now 2 outs for Mixer, the left fielder and cleanup hitter. No batting gloves, bats from the right-hand side, and takes a strike called. 0-1.
Wombles has only pitched 1 ball this inning.
That was the very first pitch of the ball game. 0-1. That one fouled back. 0-2. Snuck over.
Coming on over.
Hit the very top of the fence and found its way across. And now Wombles and the Lady Wolves a strike away from getting out of this early jam. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third. The pitch in the dirt. Good block by Winchell behind the plate. And it's 1-2 as Mixer wasn't chasing. A ball and 2 strikes. The next from Ava. Swing and a miss. She got her. Struck out the side after the leadoff triple. And we're scoreless after 1 in the 1A regional final. Pleasant Hill coming back up in the second on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Ackles Farm Market, Noah Builders, and Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service.
This is Jonah Jones with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we believe in keeping your money where it matters, here at home. Community State Bank is committed to serving our neighbors with personalized financial solutions. Whether you're looking to grow your savings or need a loan for that next big step, we are here to help. Your loan decisions are made by people who understand your needs because we live here too. Community State Bank of Missouri with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Along by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Swing and a miss as Ada Little leads off the second inning for the Lady Wolves. She takes a strike, and it's 0-2 quickly. Little, Sidwell, and Hubbard, 4, 5, and 6 will set the defense after this pitch as that one's fouled and makes it to the front of the dugout for Pleasant Hill. It's Andy Mixer in left, Camden Ormond in center. Shay Ianson is in right. The third baseman is Riley Fessler. The 0-2 pitch is grounded past the pitcher to the third baseman, and an easy throw across Fessler to Obert for out number 1. And Little is retired. 5-3 on the putout.
Boy, to watch those, I mean, those Liberty girls knew where they were.
Swung on and missed. Evens up the count. This game moving lightning fast.
These pitchers, and they get better and better and faster and faster.
Sidwell back in. She just needed a breather. Up high, 2-1. Pleasant Hill looking for their first base runner of the ball game. Wobbles was close. She wouldn't have spent much time on the bases.
Oh, no.
That ball was hauled in over the fence. This one fouled out of play. And the count even at 2-2 strikes.
In the semifinal against Western, she wheeled out a inside the park home run because she is so fast.
2-2 count, 1 out, bases empty. And the next, fouled right at you. And it remains a 2-2 count.
That's all right, Maddie. I still like you. All 7'3" of you.
Yeah.
You always think Winchell's the tallest player, but when they were lined up for the national
she
anthem.
She was third tallest.
Yeah, right.
Count goes full to Maddie Sidwell. Hubbard on deck. And the payoff pitch from John is hit in the air to the left fielder, right at Andy Mixer for the second out. First 2 retired, first 5 retired by Chandler John and the Liberty Eagles.
That really just hung up there. It was like, well, I got to get out there to the left fielder.
Kate Hubbard, the batter with the bases empty and 2 down. And the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Liberty had a leadoff triple in the bottom of the first inning. Then Womble struck out the side as that one swung on and missed to even the count of the ball and a strike. We're in the top of the second, no score. The next from Chandler John is high for ball 2. 2-1 to the first baseman for the Lady Wolves. Is this kid doing laps of the stadium?
Uh-huh.
Okay. The 2-1. Called a strike. That was in the right-hand batter's box. 2-2. Backed her up. Called a strike. The 2-2 pitch. This one chopped to the third baseman. Up with it is Fessler. Throw across. And 5-3 putouts to start and end the inning with a fly out to left in between. The first 6 have been retired for Pleasant Hill. We go to the bottom of the second. Liberty coming up in the 1A regional final on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a Taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A Taste of Philly, Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals. Join thousands of satisfied customers and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
First pitch of the bottom of the second is lifted into center and handled by Lila Higgins for the first out. So Chandler John, the pitcher, is retired on 1 pitch, and that'll bring in Claire Obert. Obert.
Pitchers don't mess around.
as that one is fouled at the plate on the first pitch to Ormond. 0-1. Runner at first, one out. Drawn in at the corners. That one's right at us.
Oh, Ava went down. There's something. I know Coach was investigating that circle, but her plant foot slipped out.
0-2 the count. And popped up and out of play. Into the front row. Still 0-2. And you can tell she's doing landscaping on the turf. You can see a lot of the rubberized material right in front of the mound as ball goes into center field on the steal attempt. Now over to third. And the second runner to reach third base. Stolen base for Obert. And a 1-2 count to Ormond. And again, Womble's going to have to do some pitching here with one out and a runner at third. This one chopped to the shortstop. They're going to go to first. And the throw is high. 1-0 Liberty. E6 on the play. She was going to score anyway, so give the RBI to Ormond, but she's safe on the air. 1-0 for the home team on the scoreboard, the Liberty Eagles. And now the infield in to talk about it. Shake that off. That was our key.
Yep.
Be ready when it comes to you.
And say, you saw Caitlin's eyes on that runner before she threw the ball. It just...
Yep, there was that caught in between.
Yeah.
She so wanted to go home.
She did want to go home.
By the time she adjusted to first, she threw it high. Bunted foul on the first pitch. To number 7, the 8th place hitter, Shay Ianson, the right fielder. 1-0. Liberty leads Pleasant Hill here in the bottom of the second inning. Couldn't get the run across in the first. They do here in the second. And the bunt gets down to the third baseman. Throw high. They get the out. And the runner advances to second base. There's 2 down.
Hubbard thankful for her extra inches.
Yeah. Down to second goes Ormond. Ianson out 5-3 on the play. And the batter is the 9th place hitter, Riley Fessler. I'm guessing that is Coach BJ's daughter. And a strike called to start her first at bat. 0-1.
Third for the Eagles.
0-1. Make it 0-2 on the called strike. And Pleasant Hill wants to get out of this inning with no further damage. 0-2 pitch from Wombles to Fessler. Got a piece of it.
Oh!
And up. Someone just saved Bob.
Oh, my goodness.
Gotta get those hands up.
Caramate didn't even move.
Nope. 0-2 still. And that one all the way back to the school. 2 foul balls since the count went to 0-2. Time as they need some more softballs at the plate. Still no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs and a runner at second base. A run in for Liberty. The pitch from Wobbles. Just off the plate. The way Winchell bounced up, I thought she got the call. A ball and 2 strikes. And another is chopped to the third baseman. Bobbled a bit by Little. Throw across in time. 5-3 on the putout. Liberty leaves a runner in scoring position, but scores a run to take a 1-0 lead heading to the third inning. Pleasant Hill coming up on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the Square in Bowling Green.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
7-8-9 in the top of the third for Pleasant Hill. Coy, Henderson, Higgins. If anyone gets on, we'll go back to the top for Abel Wombles. And first 6 have been retired by Chandler John. 1-0. This one's off the pitcher. Actually, she grabbed it and threw it to first for the out. She got up higher than I expected her to. 1 pitch, 1 out. And
she's a tremendous athlete.
1-3 on the putout. And the first pitch has resulted in an out in each of the first 3 innings.
You're right.
So Pleasant Hill has come up very aggressive as that one called a ball on the first pitch to Henderson. The 1-0 to Abby. On its way from John and a little high. He was wanting to put up the strike signal. Just rose a little bit out of the zone. 2-0. That one fouled into the fully enclosed Pleasant Hill dugout. So we got Pittsfield in action tomorrow, Silex on Monday.
West Central tomorrow.
That's right. This one grounded past the second baseman, and the first hit of the ball game for the Lady Wolves. Henderson pokes it through. And a little air guitar, was that? Or a little
yeah.
Elvis from Henderson.
We coached her older sister, you remember that in
Yes,
soccer?
that's right.
That really wakes up the Pleasant Hill faithful.
This one bunted in front of the circle, and the sacrifice is good. 1-4 on the putout of Lila Higgins, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order in Abel Wombles. Into scoring position is Henderson with 2 down.
And Ava we trust.
She hit it to the wall her first time up. Takes the ball. That one just died when it hit the batter's box. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Liberty leads here in the top of the third. That one low. 2-0. Abel Wombles robbed of a home run her first time up on the first swing of the ball game. The 2-0 pitch. That's called a strike. Looked like he hesitated to raise the arm that time. Well, I'm committed to it. May as well call it a strike. 2-1. Chandler John delivers. There's a strike called. 2-2. 2 outs. Tying run in scoring position for the Lady Wolves. And they play her backs against the wall all the way around the outfield. This one chopped to the shortstop. Up with it is Hemming. Throw is airmailed. They're going to try and score the run. To the plate, no throw. It's 1-1 as Henderson flops down on home plate.
I would
to
too.
tie the game.
Pound down that run. Very good. I mean, check out those wheels on Ava Wombles.
She forced the quick throw.
Yes, she did.
A good throw would have got her, so it's a E6, no RBI, but a tie game. That's all that matters right now to the Lady Wolves, and it brings in McKenna Winchell. Showing bunt. Runner goes. The throw is in time. Caught stealing is Wombles, and we head to the bottom of the third inning. It's a brand new ball game. 1-1 here from Western High School in Barry on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana offers inviting guest rooms, each with its own unique character and historic charm. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Center Locker Service has served thousands of satisfied customers throughout Missouri and surrounding states for over 60 years, specializing in custom beef, pork, and deer processing. Center Locker Service invites you to fill up your freezer this year with quality meats like steaks, chops, bacon, ham, ribs, sausage, roast, and more at Center Locker Service, 107 South Public in Center.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
To the bottom of the third, 1-1 ball game, and
I
Coach
can point
Lowe
Oh, go ahead.
out to
Yeah.
help with the landscaping, I think. Did he fashion himself a tool?
He most certainly did. He's a caveman, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he's resourceful.
Exactly.
Yeah, he is sweeping a lot of that
Yeah. Well,
rubberized material away from the plant zone of Ava Wombles.
Well,
So
she
she hasn't
absolutely
taken
went
her.
down.
Yeah, she hasn't taken any warm-up tosses yet, as she was the runner caught stealing.
which is that's high praise on the catcher because Ava is super fast.
One warm-up toss and she's ready, and it'll be the
Top of the order: Hemming, Dietrich, and Leffringhaus.
Ava, her first time up, tripled, was stranded at third. Guard that line. She went right past third base and all the way down into the left field corner. Ava against Ava as this one is off the end of the bat. Going to have to be a bang-bang play, and she's safe at first. Infield hit.
Woo, big wheels on that Ava.
Second hit of the ball game for Hemming. And it was just such a slow roller with a lot of English on it. If you would have let that one spin forever, I bet it would have gone into foul territory. Dietrich, the batter, she struck out looking her first time up. And offers with a bunt attempt and comes up empty. 0-1. Leffringhaus and then Mixer, the next two. All three struck out in the bottom of the first inning. 0-1. Bunted foul, 0-2. Runner at first, nobody out. The 0-2 pitch. On its way, and a little bit low. Ball and two strikes. You mentioned between innings, there were 5 strikeouts in the first inning between the two pitchers, none since.
And they're both generally good for strikeouts.
2-2 as that one's outside.
Another little fun fact for you. Ava Wombles, natural center fielder. They just didn't have a pitcher, and so she offered to figure it out. I think she's done that.
Yeah. That one ripped down the line foul. As Dietrich jumped on that one. I'm guessing assistant coach Danielle Dietrich is mom.
Uh-huh. They look identical.
2 balls, 2 strikes, had her 0-2. Couple of balls, and that one just fouled down the left field line. There's strike 3. Went off speed and locked the knees of Dietrich to strike her out for the second time, looking. That brings in Allie Leffringhaus, a strikeout victim herself in the first, looking. Runner at first, one down. 1-1 ball game, bottom of the third inning. That one's up high on the first pitch to Leffringhaus. 1-0. A lot of coaches around.
Indeed.
1-0 pitch. Fouled to the on-deck circle. Took a hard hit off the concrete barrier and got past Coach Lowe on his bucket. 1-1. Runner still at first with one down and a 1-1 count. Wobbles, looks in, has her sign. Rocks back and fires up high for ball 2. A 1.81 ERA up till this point for Ava Wobbles. The 2-1 pitch. Lifted into center. Moving on it is Higgins and makes the catch for the second out. That spun in her glove a little bit.
It did.
She got that second hand over and makes the catch.
Whoever her Little League coach was did a fine job. That's where you ought to learn, put that hand over it.
2 outs and a runner at first. Mixer the batter. A strikeout victim her first time up and nubs this one foul. Kicked around a little bit off the fence by Little.
And actually, when I was at Maddie Sidwell's signing, because she's playing volleyball and softball, she pointed out that she has been coached by Ryan Lowe since she was 8.
8. That one misses low, 1-1. So about 10 years.
Yeah. I like their cheer.
Yeah.
Liberty has some cheering going. They have some fine cheers.
This one popped up over our heads. And a nice catch. 4 rows up by a fan. 1-2 the count to Mixer. Wobbles gets a new ball. And a 1-2 pitch. Misses the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner at first in a 1-1 ball game. Ava Wobbles back to the center of the circle. And the 2-2 offering is on its way. Foul tipped and caught. Bobbled a little bit by Winchell, but she raised up and was able to secure it for strike 3 and the third out. Liberty leaves a runner at first. We head to the fourth. 1-1 ball game. Pleasant Hill coming up on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Ackles Farm Market, Noah Builders, and Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools. I'm Casey Sutton. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Lynn's Heritage House, your home for affordable and home-like senior living, is perfect for independent seniors or those needing assistance with daily activities. Lynn's has a dedicated staff providing around-the-clock support and comprehensive health monitoring. Residents can relish the same lifestyle they've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing help is available when needed. If you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or needs care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's to set up a tour and visit soon. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
Winchell a swing and a miss to start inning number 4. She was in the box when Wobbles got caught stealing to end the top of the third inning. So back in there and an 0-1 count as John delivers. And on the inside corner, it's strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Winchell bats .382. What is that? 514 on base percentage.
Behind in the count, and a swing and a miss. She's down on 3 strikes. And that's how we start inning number 4.
Third strikeout victim for John.
Liberty has a hit and a runner left in each of the first 3 innings. They scored in the second. This one chopped to the third baseman. Fessler up with it. Throw over to Obert in plenty of time, and the first 2 retired for the Lady Wolves as Barrowman goes down on 1 pitch. 5-3 on the putout.
And the third baseman on both sides have been very busy today.
And that third baseman for Pleasant Hill digs in. Ada Little. Where's number 11? Bats on the right-hand side and takes a ball high for a 1-0 count.
Ada actually leads the RBIs. She has 30 of them this year.
Out of that cleanup spot today, and this one is ripped foul down the left field line. A ball on a strike count with the bases empty and 2 down.
I like how that, I hate that clock sound.
The 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Neither pitcher has walked a batter. And the next is grounded slowly to the third baseman. Fessler up with it again. Throw across in time, and a 1-2-3 top of the 4th inning. Couple of ground outs to third, a strikeout to start it. We head to the bottom half. 1-1. Liberty and Pleasant Hill tied on Eagle 102 Sports.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service specializes in all things plumbing, from repairs and professional installations to detailed camera inspections and new home construction. Their expert team has you covered. Experience quality plumbing done right. Call Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service today at 573-719-9474.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Throw goes down. We're ready for softball here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
The pitcher.
Chandler John leads things off.
And then it's going to be Claire Obert, Camden Orman. If anyone gets on, it'll be Shay Ianson.
So 5, 6, 7. As Liberty has a hit in every inning, out hitting Pleasant Hill 3-1, as this one is a little looping liner to the second baseman handled by Sidwell. And she was smart to use 2 hands, as that had a lot of English on it. So, looping liner, pop out, whatever you want to call it. It's the first out after 1 pitch. John retired to bring in Obert. Where's 0-0?
Obert had a single and then came around and scored the run for Liberty.
1-0 count as she takes the ball. Single, a stolen base. She came around on the air, and that one jumped on it, fouled it out of play. Ball on a strike count. If any of these batters forget their name, they'll be reminded very quickly.
His name is Robert Paulson.
Do you think that's what it is? A Fight Club type scenario? 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Evens count at 2-2. Base is empty, 1 out. In a tie ball game. And the pitch. Outside. Count full. To Claire Obert. I only see 1-0, but her number is 00. 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Mile high. Going to leave it to the left fielder, and running in for it is Toohill. So 0 retires 0 for the second out. Oh, my.
Saved by 0.
Who is the only Cardinal player to wear 00?
I don't know.
Omar Olivares.
Oh.
I don't know if he wore it as a Cardinal, though, but I know he wore his initials as his numbers. That one is high on the first pitch to Ormond. She should be 0, and
right?
This one popped up. Will it stay on the field of play? First baseman giving it a look, and just beyond the fence. She almost went through the fence.
Liv was right there. I bet Liv was hoping she got a cool action shot there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Obviously want to remind everyone we'll have photographers out and about over the weekend. So just check the Facebook page and go to the website for all the socials.
That's right, KJFMradio.com. As this one's grounded up the middle, and a base hit into center. Out of the reach of Sidwell, and the streak continues. Every inning they've had a hit.
Well, Shay Ianson grounded out to third. Her first at bat in the second inning.
Left-handed hitter here with 2 down and a runner at first base. Up high, and the runner will go to second as it goes to the barrier. Wild pitch. And a 1-0 count. To Ianson. That one fouled out of play. One and one. Everyone ready again. And it bounces in. Good stop by Winchell. 2-1 count. Shay Ianson. Two balls and a strike. Ooh, he wanted to raise the arm on that one. 3-1. The next, as Wommel's going to have to come to Ianson, and this one grounded to the shortstop. Up with it, Barrowman, throw over. 6-3 on the putout, and again, 1 hit and 1 left on for Liberty. We head to inning number 5, still tied at 1. Pleasant Hill coming up in the 1A regional final on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Sidwell leaves one just outside the batter's box. Foul ball for strike 1. We're underway in the top of the 5th inning here from Western High School. She got a piece of that one as well. Fouled back to the screen 0-2. Sidwell, Hubbard, and Coy, the batters for the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves. battling Liberty. 1-1. Liberty struck first. So that one's fouled over the top of the on-deck circle. Still an 0-2 count to Sidwell. We need some more softballs. A lot of foul balls.
Indeed.
0-2 count to Sidwell. And a swing and a miss, and she's down on strikes. As that is the 4th strikeout of the afternoon for Chandler John.
Brings up Kate Hubbard. She grounded out to third. Her first appearance in the 2nd inning.
That was the 3rd out of the top of the 2nd, and she takes a strike to start her 2nd at bat. Coy on deck. She'd like to bat with somebody on. 0-1 pitch. This one chopped to the third baseman. In between hop, fielded by Fessler. Throw across in time. Fessler's a good third baseman.
Yes, she is. I mean, she hasn't even had a
bobble.
Nothing.
2 outs. And Abby Coy, the batter. Coy, the designated player. And she takes a strike. Held up. Pitch was outside, called a strike, but they've been extending the zone pretty consistently throughout this game. 0-1. Up high, a ball and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And the next, fouled at the plate, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Coach Lowe goes through a full set of signs. Outside, 2-2.
I do like he goes old school. No wristbands and throws. He does everything call signs.
Just like Ken Hufty for
Ken
Silex.
Hufty, yeah, you mentioned that.
2-2 pitch. Inside, and the count full. I think this is the first.
I think you're right.
Yep, had a full count with Sidwell earlier. Neither pitcher has walked a batter.
No.
The 3-2 pitch from John is high, and that's the first walk of the ball game.
I was going to say, if they ever did, I think they would insist that the kid run. You do not walk.
No. Brings in Henderson. Abby, the right fielder, wears number 10, bats from the right-hand side. John with a runner on first and 2 outs. And that pitch low for ball 1. 1-0. Henderson, a single and a run scored. That's the only run for the Lady Wolves. 1-0. Swung on and missed. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. It was a 2-0 pitch. She got enough of for the first hit of the ball game for Pleasant Hill. That one off the top of a car. And a 1-2 count. Anderson digs back in. Runner at first, 2 outs. And that one's low. Maybe a mite inside. 2-2. The next. This one chopped. Past the third base into the shortstop. Takes something off, and the tag is good. Have they made a call yet? And I think she's ratted herself out. She may have missed her.
Did.
Oh, no, they call her out.
Well, I think you're right, though.
Yeah,
Froelich.
she ratted herself out. Yeah, she's still saying, I missed her.
They're all like, shut up.
Well, the call's made now.
If they ask if you're a god, you say yes.
So we're still tied after 4.5 innings, heading to the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 as Liberty comes up against Pleasant Hill on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with a New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Number 9 hitter Riley Fessler leads things off, takes a ball to start the bottom of the 5th.
I think you said that wrong. It's Riley Fessler.
Yeah. She lifts it into center. Moving over on it is Higgins and has to reach up. Not overran it, but secures it for the first out. Number 9 hitter goes down on a fly to center and back to the top of the order for Ava Hemming, who's been on base twice, a triple and a single, but has not scored a run. Was left at third, was left at first. 2 hits, though, very dangerous, and this one in front of the plate. And the throw to first in time, 2-3 on the putout. Fessler retired for the first time, or Hemming rather, retired for the first time. Brings us to Anna Dietrich.
She has struck out twice. She was the first and fourth strikeout victim.
Both looking. Taking strike 3 both times. 1-1 ball game. Bottom of the 5th inning, 2 outs, base is empty. This one's going to come down to the final inning, I believe. There's a strike called. That outside corner extended, called a strike again, 0-1.
Dietrich bats .465. She is the batting average leader for this Indians team. She also leads in hits. She has 33 of them.
And a swing and a miss by the number 2 batter in the Eagle order. In the hole, 0-2. Struck out on 3 pitches in the first. Took a 2-2 strike to end her second at bat. In the hole, 0-2 here, and outside for ball 1.
That's a good idea.
Especially with the way that side's been called.
1-2,
2 outs, base is empty. Wombles trying for a 1-2-3 inning. That one's up high. 2-2. That would be the first 1-2-3 inning for Pleasant Hill today. They've allowed at least one base runner in each of the first 4. 2-2. Drops out of the zone, 3-2. Leffringhouse on deck. The catcher, the second baseman Dietrich, back in there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. New set of signs, and time granted to the pitcher. And they've got it straightened out now. Winchell relays the sign to the pitcher Wombles. The 3-2 pitch. This one grounded to the second baseman. Up with it is Sidwell, and the throw over to Hubbard in plenty of time for a 1-2-3 inning. First time in the ball game for Pleasant Hill. They go to the 6th. Still a 1-1 ball game. Lady Wolves coming up on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
This is Marianne Everhart with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we don't just work here, we live here. As a locally owned and operated bank, we are deeply rooted in the success of our communities. Every decision is made with our neighbors in mind, and every customer is treated like family. We take pride in supporting local businesses, helping families achieve their financial goals, and making our hometown stronger. When you bank with us, you're not just an account number, you're part of something bigger. Community State Bank of Missouri, with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Well, here's the chance for Pleasant Hill, 9-1-2. So you got Higgins, Wombles, and Winchell if anyone gets on Barrowman in a 1-1 ball game. And a pitch high on the first to Lila Higgins.
Lila, the center fielder.
She sacrificed a runner over in her only plate appearance and takes the ball 2-0. She would love to get on board. Yeah, takes kind of a drop swing at that one, comes up empty, 2-1. Just tried to drop the barrel on the bat, and this one is foul on the bunt attempt. And the count goes to 2-2. Was 2-0, now 2-2.
That's what Chuck Wooler used to say.
Yeah, that's the length of a 1980s commercial break. 2-2. This one fouled on the slap attempt. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. As back to the box is Higgins. All the way back and takes the ball high, 3-2.
This is a great at bat. 8 pitches in now.
The 3-2 pitch, and back to the pitcher. Up with it is John, over to Obert for the first out. 1-3 on the putout. And the leadoff batter is retired. Takes us back to the top for Abel Wombles, who on the first pitch of the ball game sent one that would have been out. Was caught by Camden Ormond against the fence. She reached on an error last time up. And takes a ball to start this trip to the plate. 1-1 ball game. Liberty struck first with a run in the bottom of the second. Answered in the top of the third by the Lady Wolves. 1-1 count. That called a strike. Changed speeds on Ava did Chandler John. This one hit and caught by the first baseman Obert. Again, just a lot of English on that ball. She has had the Lady Wolves off balance all day long. 3 on the line out, and it'll be Winchell, the catcher, with the bases empty and 2 down. That one misses the outside corner. 1-0. The next, bunting, and it's to the third baseman. Up with it is Fessler. The throw, not in time. Bunt hit.
Oh, wow.
Perfect bunts by the catcher, Winchell. Wow. Infield single. That's just the second hit of the ball game.
Yeah.
For Pleasant Hill. Hits her 4-2. Now in favor of the Eagles, and that's going to draw B.J. Fessler out of the dugout to talk to his infielders. It's a slow walk.
Yeah, see, this is the slowest thing we've done all day.
Yeah.
Everything else they do.
Oh, he's going to talk to the field umpire. He's not going to talk to the girls.
Giving them the cold shoulder.
Well, I'm not sure what that was about.
I'm not sure either.
But everyone back to their positions. Does he have earphones? Is he listening to?
He is.
Eagle 102
Oh,
Sports?
I don't know about that, but he is. There's a couple of them wired up.
Oh, we shouldn't give out any secrets. So there's a strike called on the first pitch to Caitlin Barrowman.
Well, let me tell you, the secret to my success is little chocolate donuts.
Yeah. Breakfast of Champions. There's another strike on the inside half. 0-2 quickly to the shortstop Barman, who struck out and grounded out to third. 0 for 2 today. Runner at first, 2 outs, 0-2 pitch. Outside, check on the runner. And back in, just kind of laid down on the blanket. The rug, the turf, whatever you want to call it here at Western. A 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. John waves off the sign, now delivers, and this one chopped foul over the top and into the dugout for Liberty. That was so precise, it could have blown up the Death Star. To get in between that fence
right.
and that roof. This one chopped off the third baseman's glove. Everyone's going to be safe. Back-to-back hits for the Lady Wolves. They've got something going here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th.
And right now you've got your RBI leader up to bat. Ada Little. Want her to come up big.
Is it a little lead or a big lead in the RBI race? So that one goes back to the screen. Runners will advance to second and third. Ooh. That's a big pitch. Pass ball. Puts the go-ahead run at third base with 2 outs. Up high, 2-0. Pulling a little Molly Hatchet here, flirting with disaster. Are the Lady Eagles, and that one is called a strike. 2-1, 2 outs, runners at second and third. And there's some speed on the base pass. 2 balls and a strike. Little, ready. John delivers. That one off the end of the bat. Squirts in foul territory to the first baseman, and the count goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third for Pleasant Hill. Long look in from Chandler John. The delivery, this one grounded to the third baseman. Up with it, throw across. And staying on the bag is Obert. Lady Wolves lead 2 in scoring position in the top of the 6th inning. We're still tied at 1. Liberty coming up in the 1A regional final on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Ackles Farm Market, Noah Builders, and Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starring Lemon Lime. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Waiting on Winchell to get the gear back on. Won't take Abel Wombles long to get ready. Maybe one pitch.
So far, Pleasant Hill has had 3 hits and 3 runners left on base.
And the throw goes down after 1 warm-up, and
we've got Leffringhouse. It's the 3, 4, 5 batters. Leffringhouse, Mixer, and Chandler. So
they're combined 0 for 6 so far in this ball game. But it's the heart of the order. So Lady Wolves have to remain on their toes. And the first pitch is grounded to the third baseman. Up with it. Little throw is airmailed, and she's going to get to second as it stuck to the wall. There was a collision at first base as Hubbard went up to try and get that, and she'll be in scoring position. It's a 2-base error with the leadoff batter on.
E5 and
that's it. go-ahead run in scoring position.
Andy Mixer, the number 4 batter for Liberty, she has struck out twice.
And that's a foul ball.
Yeah.
Made contact with the runner.
She's out.
Out, yeah. Made contact in fair territory with the ball after the
she
bunt.
was all the way out there.
And the runner will have to go back to second base. That's a big out. So batter's interference is the first out. 1 down. And it's the pitcher, Chandler John.
She has flown out to center and popped up to second base.
The Wolves flags cross in center field and blocked by Winchell. Throw down. They got her. Oh, yes, she got her. Out at third. He initially signaled safe and then threw up the arm for the out. Caught stealing for the second out, and the go-ahead run erased from scoring position. It was bobbled just a little bit by Winchell, and she thought she could go, and it was close at third because of a good slide, but the tag was made.
Ada put the tag down and
swing and a miss. 1-1 count.
Whew.
Whole complexion of the inning has changed. John now needs to get on base to continue the inning, and that one's up high, 2-1. Chandler John, the pitcher, has flown out to center, popped out to second. 0 for 2 today, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. There's a strike called, 2-2 is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, base is empty, 2 outs. The first baseman, Obert, on deck if the inning continues. They play her deep all the way around the outfield. 2-2 pitch, off speed, up high, count full. Wobbles, goes to the back of the circle.
I had many full counts. One other I see.
And the 3-2 pitch on its way. And she walked her. First walk issued. And John goes down to first base as a potential go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 6th. Obert, the batter. She has singled and scored the only run. Now bring in a courtesy runner for John.
I'm going to bet that's Hawking.
Long look in from Wombles. And now time granted to Obert.
Number 1? Oh, that's
Parkhill. Layla Parkhill, a freshman. And that one fouled. Slowly rolls towards Coach Lowe. He picks it up. And Obert back in the box. Runner at first, 2 down. A walk to the pitcher, replaced by a courtesy, and that one's fouled out of play, 0-2. So Wombles has jumped ahead of Obert. Regional championship from Western High School. That one in the dirt, thrown down, and safe with the stolen base is Parkhill. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Obert back in there. Wombles has her sign. The pitch, and she offered at it. No. And the home plate umpire was disappointed because he called it a swing.
Yeah, he did.
And gave the appeal, and the field umpire changed his call.
After he looked like, what, who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, was I supposed to be watching that?
2-2. And time granted to Wombles, and what was that conversation?
He lost his seat.
Oh. The 2-2. Called a ball. Full count. That has been a strike today. Look at that.
Oh,
He lost
Coach threw his. He got here.
And walked her.
Oh.
Back-to-back walks.
Hey.
And there's runners at first and second. You thought you were out of it, and now you got to start over against Ormond. 2 on, 2 out. 2 walks in the inning after a runner was caught stealing. There's a strike called. 0-1. You had the 3rd strike called.
Yeah.
The appeal changes that call, and you end up walking her to put 2 aboard, and that one is fouled at the plate, 0-2. Wombles has done what she's needed to, getting ahead of Ormond after those walks. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and runners at first and second. Outfielders are deep. Short and second are deep. This one grounded past the first baseman. Here comes the go-ahead run.
Oh,
Ball
no.
gets past the right fielder. They're going to score 2. Throw to the plate. She's safe. And it's a 2-run single. 1 RBI on the play and then a E9. But it's a 2-run lead, 3-1 in favor of the Liberty Eagles here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Both Obert and Park Hill score. And that's on the corner for strike 1. With a runner at second and 2 outs. Ooh. You're out of it.
Yeah. I hope that umpire's watching now.
Yeah. That one fouled out of play.
We might come
Quickly
to you
0-2.
again. Let's be ready this time.
Left-handed hitter, Ianson. This one popped up mile high on the infield. Shortstop calls it, and Barrowman makes the catch to end the inning. But Liberty scores twice to take a 3-1 lead, and Pleasant Hill needs some 7th inning magic, trailing 3-1 in the 1A Regional Championship final on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance needs. Call or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield is located at 311 half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Strike on the first pitch to Sidwell, and we're underway in the 7th inning. Maddie Sidwell, Kate Hubbard, Abby Coy are the batters to try and tie this game or take the lead. A 1-1 count as Sidwell takes that one outside. She has flown to left and struck out 0 for 2 today, and that one on the inside corner for strike 2. 2 runs on 1 hit in that bottom of the 6th inning. Pair of walks.
And they had it almost locked down there.
Outside 2-2.
Got a Batter interference for the first out, and then
Caught stealing.
And then 2 walks later, it's chaos.
Called strike 3 on the white in the right-hand batter's box.
5th strikeout issued by John.
2nd strikeout of Sidwell, and that brings us to Hubbard. Pleasant Hill first baseman in the right-hand batter's box. That one's up high for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, base is empty, 1 out. And there's a strike called. Right down central, 1-1. Coy on deck. Henderson and Higgins follow if the inning continues. Pleasant Hill needs 2 to move on or to get back in this ballgame. That one closed her eyes. Pitcher fields it on the comebacker. Throw to first in time, and the Lady Wolves are down to their final out. 1-3 on the putout of Hubbard, and it brings in Abby Coy. Coy has walked and grounded back to the pitcher. Was stranded at first. And a strike called. 2 outs, base is empty. A 3-1 ball game. This one chopped to the shortstop. Fielded by Hemming. And that's the ball game. 3-1 is our final. The Liberty Eagles defeat the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves, ending Pleasant Hill's season here in the Class 1A Regional Final. Take a break, come back. Post-game is next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Hi, I'm Tara Grody with People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, Missouri. As a true community bank, we're here for you today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Looking for a new bank? We make switching easy. Keep your banking local and bank where you matter. Visit us online at ourpsb.com. People's Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports postgame show on KJFM Radio.
Congratulations to the Liberty Lady Eagles. 3-1. They defeat the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves here in the 1A Regional Final on Eagle 102 Sports. Mark Fronick, April Fronick back here in the broadcast booth. And as the trophy is presented to Liberty, they played a good ball game.
They did.
Chandler John, absolutely excellent in the circle. Pleasant Hill came out pretty aggressively.
Yeah, they did.
They almost jumped out to a 1-0 lead after the first pitch. It was caught with the glove over the top of the wall in center field by Ormond. And inning later, they take a 1-0 lead. Pleasant Hill ties it, stays 1-1 through the bottom of the third, through the fourth, through the fifth, into the bottom of the sixth when Pleasant Hill got 2 outs. A batter's interference after Leffinger had reached on an error. She was caught stealing third. So it was bases empty and 2 outs.
Yeah.
A walk to the pitcher, John. They bring in Park Hill to run for her. She steals second. 2-2 pitch, was it? That was swung on and missed, called by the home plate umpire. But Liberty appealed to the field umpire who overruled.
Who was looking down and
and the home plate umpire was visibly upset that his call was changed. Ends up walking, and the next batter hits one into right field, just out of the reach of the Pleasant Hill first baseman, Kate Hubbard. Henderson has a little trouble with it. 2 runs come across, and that's a lot of pressure to put on heading into the 7th inning. And Pleasant Hill goes down 1-2-3, and their season comes to an end here in the regional final.
That's right. They say it comes to 15-10 for the year. Pleasant Hill has been so kind to embrace us and right back at them because they have some lovely kids, some lovely people. Have enjoyed every minute of covering these girls this year, and I wish the best to them. So many are moving right along to play softball at the college level. So
softball and volleyball.
Yes.
Correct?
Maddie Sidwell.
Yeah.
She's 6'9". Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Final in this one, 3-1. We'll take a break, wrap things up after this as the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves fall to the Lady Eagles here on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
Illness can happen, whether it's the sniffles, sore throat, or the flu. Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you. Urgent Care is open 7 days a week and is located just off the roundabout in Bowling Green behind Community State Bank. Remember, Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. Open every day 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer at People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and shelter insurance agent Ashley Jenkins.
Liberty over Pleasant Hill, 3-1. Run in the bottom of the second, tied by Pleasant Hill in the top of the third, and that was on a hit by Henderson, and she comes around. Wombles put it in play. There was an error on the shortstop, and that allowed Henderson to come around to score to tie the game at 1. That score stayed until the bottom of the 6th inning. The top half of the 6th inning, Pleasant Hill actually got 2 runners in scoring position. Back-to-back singles by Winchell and Barrowman, but they couldn't bring them across as that was with 2 outs, and a ground out ended the inning. The very next half inning, like I said, the first 2 were retired, both on kind of oddities, a caught stealing and a Banner's interference, but back-to-back walks followed by a go-ahead RBI single by Orman, the number 7 hitter, to score the pinch runner, Park Hill, to make it 2-1. The next runner followed on an error as the ball was mishandled out there on that Orman drive to right, and that allowed the second run to come across in the inning for a 3-1 win. The winning pitcher is John. She went 7 innings, struck out 4, walked 1, allowed a run, none earned on 3 hits for Pleasant Hill. Wombles takes the loss. She pitches a 6th inning, walks just those 2.
Yeah.
Struck out 5, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. in the final game of the season. 3-1.
And I
got
to point out again, that's a girl that
she's a center fielder by trade. Yes,
and prefers to be there, but she opted to put this team on, take responsibility for this team, and that's
they didn't have a pitcher.
That says everything you need to know about Ava Wombles.
There you go, 3-1 our final. Liberty over Pleasant Hill, and best of luck to all the seniors for Pleasant Hill as they move on in their academic and athletic careers. 3-1 the final, and we'll have more Diamond Sports for you very soon here on Eagle 102 Sports.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.